Hi, so today we are going to learn how we can create a website like Airbnb. So in this video, we are going to learn to create the home page similar to something like the Airbnb website. So as you can see, since the resolution of my screen is a little higher, that's why there's a lot of blank space over here. But if we decrease it like this, then probably this is what the designers have worked upon for the website. Alright, so in the website there is a header area where the menu has been placed. Then there's a search field where you can search for three different categories of what Airbnb has to offer. One is stay at some home, or get an experience, or an experience of a restaurant. Then there is a banner. Then there are some sections for different headings like homes around the world, homes for your kind of trip, top rated experiences, and the list goes on. The website is a never ending website, and they have created it in a style that whenever you keep on scrolling, the new experiences keep on popping up. Okay, so let's start with the design. So we'll start with creating the canvas for the website creation. So in Photoshop, we go to file and we choose new, and in this new there is a field called document type. From here we choose web. Okay, so what is the best practice? It's that we should choose probably the web version of this into the 1080p format, that is 1920 into 1080. So this gives us our artboard, but I don't like to work in artboard, so I'm just going to duplicate the layer. I'm going to create a new layer with the same resolution, keeping this background layer over here, and then I'm just going to create a shape layer. I'm just going to click anywhere on the screen, left mouse button, and it will give me the options to create the shape layer and in what particular dimensions. So I'm going to choose 1920 into 1080. So now the properties box is open. I'm going to disable the stroke, and I'm going to choose black color for fill, and for the positioning of the box, I'm going to choose X coordinate to be 0 and Y coordinate to be 0 as well. So I've created this box so that I can probably put up a image so that we have something like this in the background. Okay, the background actually. So let's search for an image. So we'll probably search for beautiful scenery and go to images. So just for the tutorial view, I am going to choose any image that suits my size, but it is recommended that you probably choose a purchased image so that you don't end up having a copyright violation for this. So I'm just going to drag and drop this image into Photoshop. this. This looks nice, and then we probably want the logo of Airbnb, but since we do not want to be like copying everything exactly from the website, so I'll just put a over here like this with a different this. Okay, so if you notice, to make this menu more appearable, they have put a shadow sort of thing behind the menu area, and even behind the search box. So we'll start with the menu area only. So you can see the gradient is coming till here. Okay, so I'll just duplicate this black box. I'm going to choose this gradient. I'm going to flip its colors. The black is above it. I'm going to decrease the value. I'm going to choose this transparent version as well. Okay, so now you can see the gradient is working like this, that this part is visible and this is going dark. So I'm just going to take this opacity thing and switch it like this. So now the above part is having a darker layer and the below part is clearly visible. So I'll just close this and I'll just decrease the opacity of this layer. You can probably increase it like this also to get a more realistic look like this. Okay, so we have added a little bit of darker layer above the original layer. So I'll keep the opacity to up to 40%. Now let's create the menu over here. So this is a simple type format. So the best size to keep in the PSD for the resolution of 1080p would be 22 to 24. And I like to choose the font Proxima Nova Regular. We'll just duplicate this layer. We'll create other menus, other menu options as well. So yeah, we are ready with the menu. I'm just increasing the back layer's opacity a little bit so that the menu is visible more appropriately. And I'm just selecting all of these, and I just pressed Ctrl G or Command G in matte, and I'm just taking a little upwards so that we get a room for the center part as well. After this, we're going to create this search box. For this, I have chosen this shape layer from here, and I've chosen rectangle shape layer. I'm creating it with height of 120 pixels. I'll just turn off the stroke color and I'll choose white in the fill color. Now I'll select this box, and by pressing command or control, I'm going to select this background layer as well, and I'm choosing the center line option. You can probably decrease the height to 100 pixels. That looks better. Okay, but as you see in this image, there are two things with this box. One is the shadow, and one is this curved edges. So for getting the curved edges, we need to open the properties bar for the shape layer. If you do not have this properties bar over here, you can probably go to the windows and you can enable it from here, properties. So this will open this pop-up box. Okay, so there are these four values that you can edit to get a curved rectangle. So that's it. You want a value of around like 10. Then I'll add, and I'll just go to the FX icon in the layers panel, and I'll click on it, and I'll then choose drop shadow from it. The color of the shadow should be black, and you can see the spread increases the overall area that the shadow is covering, and the size covers the blurriness of the shadow, and the distance is the distance from which the shadow has to start appearing. So we'll keep the distance to minimum like 1 maybe, and I'll just decrease the opacity of the shadow a little bit like this. So as you can see, we've got a shadow layer which looks good. Okay, we'll take it a little bit downwards like this, and then we'll add this text layer. Become unique, book unique homes and experiences all over the world. So I'll just choose a text layer like this. I'll paste it. I want to increase the size so that it matches the design. So they have used left alignment of the text. For that, we'll just go over here and click on it like this. We'll decrease the size to maybe 68. We'll take this line in the another line, and we'll probably decrease the type size to 58. That's it. From the character window, we'll just choose bold instead of this regular. So this looks good. So they even have a shadow behind the text layer. So we'll just press Alt or Option key on Mac and click and drag to duplicate the shadow effect from the box to this text layer. But the box had a little bit high intensity shadows. We'll just decrease the opacity of the shadow for the text layer. We'll just decrease the size so that it remains close to the text only. We can also probably decrease the size. For that, we'll choose to go to the character menu, and from this auto, we'll probably go to 48, and we'll take it up to 54, I guess. Yeah, that looks good. So this is it, and we can probably increase the width of this box like this, take it like this, match it with the design that they have created. Okay. I'm just trying to take the opacity, take the design, take the overall brightness of the image a little bit higher. So I have just added a curves adjustment layer over the background image to make the design a little bit brighter. So being a UI designer, you need to take care of all these things as well, because your ultimate game is to satisfy the client and make beautiful designs. Okay, so after that we need to get a search icon for this place, and for that I'm going to custom shape tool. So I have a search icon over here, so let's see if I like it over here, or if I don't like the icon that it's going to. This icon doesn't look very appealing to me. So to get icons online and not waste time on creating icons, I prefer to go to iconfinder.com. From here we are going to choose an icon for search. If you're willing to pay for the icon, you can opt any of these icons, or if you want to have a free icons, click the free option from here and choose the icon that you like. Download the PNG, and it shows the warning that you should probably give the accreditation to the designer as well in your design. So do that as well if you're doing the for commercial use. Take this icon into your design like this, make it smaller according to the design. And as you can see that this black is not exactly a black color, so we need to take the icon's color to a little bit grayer side. So for that I'm adding a adjustment layer of color overlay. I'm going to choose a slightly lighter gray color, maybe a little more lighter. That's it. I'm just duplicating this text layer for an instant, and I'm just removing the effect from the text layer, and I'm moving the text layer over here. I choose the color from here only. So for the next section we have two things that we need to create. First of all, we have this explore banner, explore Airbnb options, which have three different clickable buttons for three different experiences that Airbnb offers. And then there is introducing Airbnb Plus, a banner ad sort of thing that is basically an ad for this Airbnb Plus option. Okay, and it also has a button over it, the banner. Okay, so let's start with this option, explore Airbnb. We'll just go to Photoshop. We'll take the shapes tool from this menu, and as you can see, we have to keep an overall center aligned design. So as you can see in this design, the search box is continuing the design's total width. from both the sides. So we'll keep this strict rule in the website basically, where we keep the maximum width of the design to this length only. Okay, so for better understanding, we'll just open the rulers option. For that, I'm just going to press Command R or Control R on our Windows. So I'll just make two rulers like this. That I have the outline boundary of where my design has to stay. Okay, so now I'm just creating a box using the rectangle shape tool. And I'll just again make the edges a little bit curved, probably like 8. So as you can see, the edges are curved over here as well. Now in this box, there are two things that we need to take care of. First of all, the box is white and the background is white. So to make it visible over the white background, we need to probably add a shadow layer behind it, and we can also add a stroke layer, a very light stroke layer, so that the box is visible over the white background. So we'll keep the fill to white, we'll choose the stroke layer, and we'll probably choose this one, and we'll choose the value 1. Okay, so even without the shadow, the box is visible in a little bit of manner. Okay, so I'll just take it downwards. I'll just decrease its height to 100 pixels. As you can see, this is the design. Okay, now I'll just add a shadow layer. So for that, I'm going to choose this effects menu, and I'm going to add the shadow. So now I'll probably add a little bit of distance so that the shadow is only below the main button, and I'll just decrease the spread a little bit, and I'll just decrease the size as well a little bit. This much is fine, I guess. Okay, so above this we have this text stating explore AMV. So you just duplicate this text layer over here by alt and dragging it over it. We'll remove the shadow effects layer from it. We'll choose the gray color from the icon that we had already created. Now we'll write explore Airbnb. We'll decrease the size because its size is not that big. So we'll check the 34. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so we require 3 boxes like this. We can probably decrease the width of these boxes because the words that we are going to put inside it are not that big. Okay, and we can probably decrease the curviness of the boxes a little bit, like up to 4. Like this. So we've gotten this, and now we'll add I'm just duplicating the box. I'm taking the effects option away from it, and I'm just taking the color to black just to get it more visible. And then I'm just going to take this like this for the image that we have uploaded over here. Okay, so I'll also need to take the height of these boxes a little bit downwards like this. Okay, so as you can see, the box still has the curved edges from here, but from here we require straight edges. Okay, so for that I'm just going to click this box and I'm going to unlink all these 4 values, and from the right side I'm going to just take these values to 0, so that now we have the curve over here but we don't have the curve over here. Okay, so first is homes, so let's search for a home room image. Let's choose this one. Always remember to keep and check that the images that you're using do not have a copyright violation act attached to them. So always try to get the images on your own or buy the images from proper sources with the licenses of the images. I just created a clipping mask between these 2 layers so that my image fits right inside this box. Okay, so now we need to have this homes text as well over here. So I'm just duplicating this, I'm taking it downwards. Okay, home. I'm taking the text value to 24. And that's it. We have created one box over here. I'll just probably take the bold off it from it. Okay, so we need 3 boxes like this only. So for now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to delete these boxes. I'm going to club all these elements used for one of the boxes, and I'm just going to Command G on Mac to group the elements, and I'm going to name it box 1. I'm just going to duplicate this box, take it forwards like this, and I'm going to rename it to box 2, and I'm going to just duplicate this one as well for box 3. So since we are in a tutorial, we are not required to create all these images and all these parameters just as they were to be given to a developer. So let's leave it like this only. So now this section has been completed. Now we need to create this introducing Airbnb Plus, their new service banner, this section. First of all, I'll just take this like this one here, and then I'm just going to club all these 4 elements and say section 2, and from section 2 I'm going to duplicate this text layer like this, and I'm going to copy the text from here only for the reference right now. That's it. You can probably remove the bold from these as well. This looks much better. Okay, so now I have to create a box that is of the complete width like this. I'll just take off the stroke of it, and I'll just choose black color inside the box. We need a picture like this. While creating the design, I always prefer to choose large dimension images for a better clarity of the image. So let's choose this one for now. Maybe this one, I guess. Drag and drop over the shape layer that we have created for the banner. I'm just going to alt press in between these two layers to make a clipping mask. That's it. So obviously choosing these images is very important because these images also bring a very heavy value to the website's design. So whenever creating for a client, ask them for the images, or you choose the best of the images and try to get the images with the license. So we need to add this text layer, this button as well. For now, this image doesn't suits the design. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy this image only. For this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to inspect this image. I'm going to open this div. Maybe we just can't take the image out of this. Yep, we can't do. So we'll work on this image only. We'll choose the image later. So now we will decrease the size of the text, maybe 28. Let's search for a better image. Something like this would do, I guess, because we want whitish background in the image so that our text in black color is visible in a better way. So I'm just going to choose this image. Let's just increase the rectangle a little bit to make the image appear properly. So all of this has to be taken care by the designer only. You can ask for the image, you can ask for these images from the work provider, project provider, but you need to work on these images yourself. Let's get this done like this. Okay. So this looks fine for the design right now. Now we'll add this button. So for that I'm just copying this rectangle layer from the boxes that we had created earlier. I'm just going to place it over here. This box has to be aligned with this text layer. Let's just decrease its value to 60, maybe 70 pixels, and decrease its width to 260. This is fine. We might be requiring a little bit longer width. Just copy this text. Just duplicate with this text layer. And just look it above the box and take its text to 22 pixels. And we'll write it explore area plus homes. Now let's just create the section 3 of the website, which has these banners, small links to different pages. So for this, let's start working. So we'll increase this white background layer. We'll have this heading of homes around the world. I'm just duplicating this layer on top of these groups for the fourth section that we are going to create. So the video has gone too long, but thanks for being with me on this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more such videos coming in the near future. Okay, so we have this one box over here. So we have to keep the width of these boxes in order so that we can have 4 boxes in this very same width strict area. Okay, let's just start with maybe 281 I guess, 280 only. I just take the stroke off and I'll just fill the color with black. I'm just going to duplicate these boxes. Yeah. So to equally distribute these boxes over the canvas, what we need to do is we shift select all the 4 boxes, and from this area choose this option, distribute horizontal centers, like this. Okay, so as you can see, these boxes are a little bit of rectangular shape, and we have created something like more towards squarish shape. So I'm just decreasing the height a little bit, and we'll probably need to have some curved edges as well. So then there is this text that shows the title of the place. Okay, first of all, this is showing what you get: entire house, entire apartment, and the city that you get it in. And then there is the title that they have chosen for the ad sort of thing that we can call this. And there's the cost that it is going to cost you per night, and an additional feature that shows free cancellation. And there is the reviews that people who have visited this place have left for you guys. Okay, let's just copy all of it. Let's just copy this text layer. Let's see what we have copied. Okay, so yeah, I got this. Just decrease its size like this to fit over here. We'll just check the sizes over here as well to be 18 at least. And this one we want at least 22. Just increase this box like this, and this is like this, and we increase the size of this as well, like this going to. They have kept the size of the price text a little less, something like 15. Keep it like this. You can always decrease the size between single layer by just selecting that layer text and then increasing and decreasing this option from here. Okay, like this. And before these reviews they said 373 superhost, so just move this line from here. You just select this, I'll just choose Ctrl X, I'll just duplicate this text layer, make it like this, and just place it over here, Ctrl V, and then I'm just making some space for adding these rating stars. Okay, so let me just create some stars over here, 10 pixel maybe. So I'll just turn off the stroke, I'll just choose the color like this, fill color, just start putting up the stars over here. So every design consists of only up to 5 stars. Nobody uses more than 5 stars because these ratings are counted in the value of 5. So again, to distribute them properly, we'll select all of them and then choose to distribute their horizontal centers like this. So now you can see one of the boxes has a complete detailed structure over there. Okay, like this. So we can rename it to box 1. Also, for such kind of problems where we face that the text is not getting visible properly, you can choose to manipulate the image accordingly. So for now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to Ctrl T and I'm going to flip the image horizontally, so that we get a more proper background, so that our text is visible more in an appropriate way. And I'm going to choose to move everything a little bit downwards. Choose to take it like this. That's it. This looks much better than the previous version. Okay, so we have these boxes in the next section ready. So I'll just duplicate this one box and overlap it with the second one, then just duplicate it again and overlap it with the third one. that's it. I'll just increase these boxes from here and just take the last box with the maximum width and I'll just redistribute them. Okay, so this is how we can create this section as well. So we'll just add some rough pictures. So I'll just save the image from here only. Oh, I don't think that this version of this format of image is supported by, yeah. So we'll just probably search for Cabin in the Woods. Yes, we can work with this image for now. I'll just create a clipping mask so that the image fits inside. You can repeat this image in every of the other boxes. So this is the process of how we can create a website just like Airbnb. It's a very simple process. You can see that we just have to go one by one and we finish everything on time. So it almost took less than an hour to create the whole homepage, including creating a tutorial. So you can always work faster when not creating a tutorial and just creating the homepage. So to create a homepage, it's really simple, it's really easy, and it's really fast and for a shot. So I hope you have liked the video, and if you did, just go to the Graphic Workers channel, search for Graphic Workers on YouTube, and you'll reach here and you'll see the channel over here. Then just click the subscribe button